Everybody's had a great Thursday. I apologize for the cancellation yesterday. Uh, really didn't have time at all to come on here. Uh, Ended up working on a movie. Got invited back to Atlanta, Georgia to work on the movie Heartland. It's going to be coming out on Netflix. So I went down to help produce some movie magic as a background actor. So it was fun. It was just a long day, literally like a 13-hour day, not even including travel time. So 2 hours there and 2 hours back. Thankfully, stayed in my van last night at a truck stop down in Atlanta. I was not driving back. I was pretty freaking beat, to be honest, y'all. That's how it goes sometimes on doing the movie stuff. A lot of long hours. Cheers if you're drinking something tonight. Tropical Smoothie Cafe got me a avocado smoothie. It's got some avocado in it, some lime, some coconut water. I think it's got coconut water in it. But here I am, y'all. I had to get a little bit more rest. Didn't sleep all that great. Had to get a friend of mine back at a certain time today, so came home and got a couple more hours of rest, and just decided to reschedule this thing with some other commitments I had. So, but happy to be back, y'all. Back on normal schedule for a while going forward, so that's a plus. It looks like. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and light our candle this evening. It's a white candle. For those of y'all that do not know, that this candle signifies cleansing and purity. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just trying to go. There it goes. All right. Okay, y'all, so go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get into our gratitude first thing. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get to your place, stopping point, but also a safe place that you can relax for the next few minutes and do some self-care tonight. So I'll give you a minute or so to get there. And actually, while you're doing that, just think of something that you're grateful for tonight. And we all are doing that. I'm actually going to go ahead and think of something that I'm grateful for. There's many things, many things. Y'all should be stopping point and where you need to go by now. So I'm going to go ahead and share mine first. Y'all can also share yours down below in the comments if you're comfortable doing so. Tonight I'm grateful for actually the opportunity to get invited to come back. First time we did last week, they invited me to come back to do another scene for this movie. Not going to get into details, not going to talk location, all that stuff's confidential. We're not allowed to put it out there. I don't want to put any spoilers out, ruin the movie, right? But it is a movie going to be on Netflix, probably released next year. I'm hearing like maybe February 2026. Not really 100% sure if that's accurate, but one person did tell me that. But yeah, grateful for coming back, being able to do that a second week in a row, just one day. I worked yesterday, and then last week I worked one day at another location. So it was awesome, y'all. Met a lot of cool people as always. I go down here. There's probably 300 people there, so I got to meet several people, connect with some people, and also network. Tend to be really good at networking, so that's one thing I'm good at. Somebody needs a mechanic, they'll call me, so hey, do you know a mechanic I can go to? I'm like, yeah. Somebody needs a plumber, I might come in and get somebody that can help with that. I'm like, yeah. So if y'all are out there and you need any, you're in the local Carolina area, you need any connections or anything like that, y'all definitely holler at me. That's one of my skills, one of my one of my strong points is just being able to network with a lot of different people and find out what people do, share what I do, and share contact information. So yeah, so it's a blessing to be able to do that. So I think tonight what we're going to do, I'm loving the lights here, so I think we're going to do an open eye. I'm doing an open eye relaxation process, and I'm actually going to cut off one of the lights up here. Yeah, there it is. Yes, yes, yes. So a little bit of that blue, kind of looks green, but it's actually blue lighting here on my projector. So you can actually, what we'll do is just go ahead and start off by taking some slow deep breaths, breathing in your nose and out your mouth this evening. Just get present. Get present with what is, get present with whatever's going on in your life right now. And just accept it. You may or may not like what's going on in your life right now, but at least the least thing you can do is accept it for the time being. And then from that, once you accept it, then you can choose to make some changes if you choose to do so, or stay the same. That's totally fine as well. Just focus on the light over here. And really anywhere up here, over here, wherever you see it at. Just kind of focus on the light. Put your attention on that. And just for the next few minutes together that we have tonight, just let go of any regrets you have about the past, any worries you have about the future, and just be here now in this present moment. Where the only thing exists is the now, right? Nothing else exists. The future isn't here, the past is gone. So yeah, just tap into that. That's where my power is at. It's in the present, not in the future, not in the past. Just notice the lights. Is the lights dancing there? Notice the color, notice the shape of the colors, what it's doing. Definitely very interesting to watch it on the blinds there. Kind of see what it's doing. It's actually spinning, to be honest with y'all. It's looking in the projector up here. It's just kind of going around like this. The little light fixture is about like big. It's just kind of doing that. Continue breathing. With each breath, just feel your body getting more and more relaxed. Excuse me 1 second, I'll be right back. we're going to do, in just a minute, we're going to do the serenity prayer. And it's going to be the full serenity prayer tonight. But first, we're going to take one more breath. So go ahead and breathe in deep as you can on the inhale. And on the exhale, blow it out audibly. Just releasing any stress or tension you might be holding on to this evening. Might be burdening you right now in the body. And inhale. And exhale. And prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace, taking as he did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever and ever in the next. Alright. Get some light on here. More light, I should say. Brighten it up real good. All right, that looks pretty decent, I think. So today's reading is from October the 30th. And we'll get started. It says, I asked my sponsor to meet with me before the Al-Anon adult-child meeting to talk about taking my second step. Came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. She suggested we take a leisurely walk before the meeting, and she listened patiently while I talked. I told her I thought I had the power greater than me part down, and the sanity or insanity part made sense too. To me, sanity meant being centered, feeling comfortable with myself. What escaped me about step 2 was believing. Not the abstract idea of believing, but the nuts and bolts doing that creates the basis for how I live my life. I asked how to transform the idea of believing into concrete action. I can't remember what my sponsor said in reply to my frustration and confusion because a profound spiritual awakening overtook me. The moment will be forever frozen in time. The moon shone brightly over almost bare autumn branches that swayed slightly overhead, sketching lines across the moonlight. The feeling that filled me that night was like the sun shining into my very being, bringing with it a burst of consciousness and clarity. The answer to my dilemma arose from somewhere deep inside of me. It was trust. Trusting, then acting on that trust was how I could turn my belief into something tangible. I had never fully trusted anyone or anything other than ideas during my childhood. On that night, however, I knew my God was no longer just an idea. God became a great trust within me that will provide me with daily, thorough, through the Al-Anon program, with all the guidance, comfort, and support I need to act faithfully on my beliefs. Thought for the day. Step 2 invites me to develop my trust. I don't need to understand the power greater than myself, only to trust it. And that's from the book As We Understood, page 159. So yeah, this reading really spoke to me as I read it. Actually, something I'm currently working on, and probably for the last 2 or 3 years I've been working on, is trusting God. Because during my childhood, like, I really don't know. I knew God was with me. Sometimes it didn't feel like He was with me, and trust is really hard. Like some of the stuff I lived through when I was a kid, when I was a teenager mainly. Living with an alcoholic stepdad, being sexually abused and manipulated for about a year. And then basically God, I used to be really angry at God, y'all. Really pissed off at God. I'm not really angry at God anymore. Maybe it might be a tad bit there, but I think most of it's gone now. But I have learned God brought me through that situation, right? He brought me through it. And I personally believe I'm a better person because of it. Even though it really sucked at times. It's freaking really painful. But I've been able to develop a trust in my higher power that I've never had before in my entire life. Literally in the last 2 or 3 years. And it's just because I chose to, right? I made a choice to say, hey, God, I'm going to trust you. Let's start working on this thing together. So, I'm not perfect. I have my moments, but I think for the most part, I do trust God to help me, take care of me, to help bring the right people in my life that I need. Sorry about that. I had a call come in. Let me see if I can mute this out. Sorry, I usually mute this before I start the podcast. It looks like I did not. I failed to do that. All right. We're good now. Sorry about that distraction. But really, I think that's all I was going to say. There's not really a whole lot else I can say to this. If y'all want to add something, feel free to leave it below in the comments. I'd love to read your perspective or hear your perspective on trust and developing trust with a higher power. But anyway, y'all, see a couple of y'all coming on here. Don't see any comments, so I think we're going to go ahead and finish it up for tonight. I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. If y'all can be here, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And as always, y'all, peace and love. Good night.